Sounds pretty bad. All right, nuts. Omen of the Sun. Omen of the Sun one time. El Mitso says, I tried your deck with 1 Shark Typhoon in main and 3 in the side. It took me from Diamond 4 to Mythic pretty fast. I changed the Garnish for an Archon. I actually made that change as well. It's funny that you must have taken the list from like a few days ago. I made the same change. Feels like the deck has decent matchup for most decks. Only Stone Cold Serpent has been a problem with no Shadow draws. Yeah. You have Glass Casket and Shatter, but obviously you can have blind spots against Stone Cold Serpent sometimes. Alright, what's going on here? They're playing this. You want to get Narset into play. This way I get the 2 triggers. I should be able to find either a Second Birth or an Omen of the Sea or something. Arcanic MTG says I'm still playing Sultai. Haven't tried Sultai. Why this blue enchantment? Because I thought it might be sweet with Omen of the Sun. 20 push-ups. I actually did some push-ups earlier today. I'll do the push-ups. Let's do 20 push-ups between each match today. What about that, chat? What did I just bottom? It was a bunch of bricks, right? So I should use Narset first. Wow. Getting punished. I mean, this Archon could be a Shatter the Sky. I'm still in pretty good shape. They don't have Trailer or Strider to go with their... Oh yeah, I didn't try the Sultai deck. Yeah. Corvold, GG. Maybe I didn't have 2- Nissa there. Kind of list dependent. But the PT I was playing against a list that had 3 Corvold in it, I would probably just not minus my Nissa. Some ways play 1 Corvold, 3 Citadel. Some ways play 3 Corvold, 0 or 1 Citadel. Kind of depends. Alright. I've had a decent draw. Some might still be in business. Obviously, the Corvold's pretty good for them. Conan, are you qualified for the player store? I'm not sure if you've been playing a ton or trying to qualify, or if you had qualified previously, or even if you played last weekend maybe. I daggered Autumn the other day. I was like, what are you playing this weekend? And they were like, oh, I already played last weekend. I bombed out. I was like, whoops. Whoopsie. Yeah, try this week. Yeah, they're tough, right? You have to... What's the structure for these LCQs? Is it 6 rounds of Swiss plus the top 8? Or is it like direct elimination, or... Swiss got to top 16. It's 5 rounds of Swiss plus the top 16. You usually need 3-1-1 in the Swiss. All right, I do have an Arset in the yard. Oh, I have Blast Zone. Oh. Maybe Blast Zone and say go. Kind of love this standard format, honestly. Everyone's complaining about Teamereg, but I was loving Jessica Luca. I'm loving this, and I'm sure even if I was playing like Teamereg's really fun deck, John Sacrifice, I'm sure I would have a ton of fun playing with. I don't know, it's kind of fun Magic for the most part. Like the aggro decks are not very fun. Mono red might be an okay deck, and mono green might, but they're like, I'm not sure these decks would be super fun to me. Am I dead? No. People hate on Growth Spiral. I think like that's kind of justified. It is. You do like the difference between, you know, the blue-green decks having Growth Spiral and not, it is pretty huge. So I can respect that. I can definitely see that. That's a good draw. So what's the deal here? Just maybe bounce it. All right, let's stop and think for a second. Probably, yeah. Probably bounce the devil. And then have Gus and Vito up. I think aggro is competitive. I think both mono green and mono red are pretty decent, and red black might be okay too. I think the format's pretty well rounded, honestly. Could have Gust. Yeah, but then I'm not drawing the card of Teferi. That's totally not worth it, right? Like their devil is good, but it's not like overwhelmingly powerful that I wanna like totally wreck myself. Alright, the greedy line. Hopefully they don't have another Citadel. So they were playing Corvold and Citadel. Oh no, that was last open and that Corvold. Oh no, they had Corvold too. $32 gross barrel, well-rounded meta. I don't know, I feel like control, mid-range, deck like Jaunt. I feel like there's a lot of playable decks. I think a lot of the good players just play Team Rec and people have not been putting in the work as much for this tournament because of the whole, you know, all the factors that we know. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Conan was the wall of text. I think the format overall has a lot of interaction and good gameplay, but I think the reason people don't like the format too much is that the matchups that are bad are very bad, and people won't feel like they have game versus most things. I feel like most matchups are actually pretty close, run pretty close together. I haven't played Monorite against Junt. I was under the impression that Junt struggled against Embercleave Red in the past, and I'm not sure why it would be different right now. I honestly think, like, social media, people are just so negative on social media. And I mean, it's like the news, right? They just talk about bad stuff because that's what gets the clicks. And it's the same thing with social media. So people, like, complain more than they're positive, and it, like, kind of brings everything down. I'm not saying there's nothing to complain about. And, like, people, I don't know. Alright, Archon was okay this game, but I still think I want to shatter this guy. I think Narset's actually pretty good. They're not always super good at pressuring Narset, and it's good against Corvold. Archon is also not great against Priest. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes I have something to protect it, I guess, but it's not great if they have Devil going on. I usually trim Narset into Fairy. think I usually do something like that. This is probably too many birth, especially with Gust. But the O4 is pretty relevant against Swiss Rider. Like, I think I want these 58 cards, and then I get to pick 2 more out of Teferi, Narset, Omen, Archon. I'll eat that. I could just do Archons. How many land does this version have? 26. Oof. Could be the nuts. Opponent is taking a mulligan. Man, that hand's actually so good if I hit. What are the odds already? 25 times. So it's like, I'm like 75% to hit a land. Like a bit less, I'm like 70-ish%. I don't know. I think I'm 70-ish% hit a land, and I think I win the game almost always when I do. Let's see, if I lose this game, then it's a really bad cube. And if I mulligan, my mulligan against their mulligan, I don't know if I'm a 70%. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably a bad cube. Prob, not the greatest cube. Blue-White Temple, snap keep. I think even Hallowed Fountain maybe makes it a keep. That's pretty bad against me. I don't think I would bring in Duress against my deck. I have too much card advantage, and when you're playing a deck like John's Sacrifice, every card you bring in that's not part of the engine actively hurts you. Like the same reason Oven is a bad card in a vacuum, and Cat is a bad card in a vacuum, but in this deck they're obviously great. The rest is like the reverse, I think. It's like good card in a vacuum, but it's worse in this deck just because it hurts your overall plan. Field of Ruin's not the worst. Field of Ruin plus Gust Up. Yeah, I mean, I just need a land, right? I guess I don't even need white mana. This is Urine is blue. Yeah, sure. Oh. Wow, brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Freaking auto tapper. You know what? Screw white mana. Alright, hopefully they're not holding Corvold in hand. Yeah, you got me good. You duress me twice and Noxious Grass. I mean, these cards are really good if you draw perfectly. I feel like exactly fits the curve and exactly, you know, everything exactly. Sure, I mean, a little sprinkle of removal in this card can be good, but I'm least like drill bit. I wouldn't hate drill bit because at least you get to hit Yorion with drill bit. Is that salt sprinkle? A dash. A dash of removal, a sprinkle of discard spells. The perfect recipe. Alright, I don't think Omen of the Sun is what I need right now. I need Teferi or Narsetter. I should probably save that for Citadel. I think I'm just gonna say go. I might just shatter next turn. I don't need anything right now. I'll keep the Owens in play. Should I chef? I don't know why I played my land first. Is this shatter too early? They get just cryo wands. You forget the basics. Attack first. They're blocking? I guess I won't shatter if they block. So it's scary for one turn. Yeah, but I mean, they have to play lands. So, you know, hopefully they don't like hit all non-land cards in a row. But yeah, obviously still is scary. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to have the blast zone on. Quad shatter. Understood. Maybe I should have just ramped up the blast zone to 6 counters. Let's right on to the top. It's gonna feel bad when they just play Trips Ether Gust. Trips Ether Gust, Trip Shatter. Please. Please no Citadel. Just play Corval. Oh, it'd be so amazing if it was just a bunch of Corvalds. I mean, they're not gonna play Corval into Gust. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. I guess the Gust is like a burn spell. Can put it back on top, make them pay 2. Oh, maybe I should have. Yeah. That's obviously like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty unfortunate. I guess if these were all Archon, I would have won this game. I mean, you're not supposed to draw like, yeah. Yeah, I guess I should have just used Gus on Cinder Vines, honestly. If only I had actual Shatter in hand, yeah. Good point. Maybe I should play Jeskai. Alright, I'm gonna make sure I don't get screwed this time. Am I just dead? Oh no, they can't recast it twice. Got him. Kind of. Out of the witch's oven? Alright. Is that GG? Yeah, it's GG because of the cinder vines. Hello from Canada. Hey, Dylan. Hard to 4 main deck Hurons, pretty good. I started it was free and I just went up to 4. Alright, I lost my game was my 1-lander. I mostly lost because I drew all Shatter Disguise. I didn't even need the white mana until later. But I hit my land drop and I still lost. So... God. Perfect. Speaking of perfect. It's like Ritual Necro. Goose into Trail. Basically Ritual Necro. I'll keep one of the lands. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's see what they hit. All right, I'll hold. I was considering getting the 1 trail, but I don't think I have to. Might just sandbag it a bit. I wonder if Cindervines is good against my deck. I think it's bad, but could be better than other stuff. Alright, so now I can get Trail and Oven. Could play an Archon, but the Archon doesn't do much against what they have. Oh. Cinder Vines. I didn't do it on my turn because I thought they might just Goose to Trail end of turn. And I didn't want to give them the info that I had Heliod's Intervention. I will say if they had the Duress this game, it would have been really good. Duress for my Intervention. But that's the thing, right? They have to have like... It just makes it so much harder for them to have their engines. I don't know. Maybe bring in like 1 Duress or 2 and... Alright, they found another trail. That's pretty unfortunate, but still decent value here. Is Archon actually going to have time to do work this game? Trail, sack, kill a token. Alright, let's see what we have on top, I guess. Like here, Shatter this guy would be much better than Archon, I think. much, much better than Archon. Alright, a land would be nice to slow them down a bit. Wait, when did his Cindervines my Blue Omen? Do you think I was targeting Cindervines was intervention and he sacked it in response? Oh. Yellowhat, wow. Do I actually want to shatter this guy right away? Do I care? I'm not in a super rush, right? Citadel's gonna get me again.
Already 6 months' time is flying yellowhat, wow.
Thanks for the resettle, Hefner. You know what they say, time flies when your streamer plays slow. Hey, I have the same amount. I guess I should have more time on my clock than the John Cat player. It's not nothing to really brag about. Should I just gust a devil now? I'll gust the devil. Oh, I could have gust the trail actually. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot I could gust the trail. And even get sacked. Oh, that was awful. Oh my god. Gusting the trail would have been so good actually. Woo! You know what they say, time flies when your streamer is just a huge punter. You know, piece of chocolate to Munson. Did it work out? Kind of worked out, yeah. And I'd still be in much better shape if they didn't have a trailing play. Good news is they had to play land first. So as soon as they hit a land, they're done. And they don't have a good way to sack the food. Alright, I'm in pretty big trouble. Not gonna lie. Wang Flurry. Thanks for the 17 months. All right. John Sacrifice matchup. Not as good as I thought it was. It's like 2 losses in a row. I think I'm getting a bit outdrawn and had some pretty weird, unfortunate draws overall. Also a few mistakes. Up to Fairy. Planner Cleansing, nah. I'd rather have Healer's Intervention, I think, against them. Let's see. I mean, Devil's just a bunch of damage right now. I have no good options. Why not blank UCD again? I don't think it's a winning line. You can like sag the Devil to get a food, which you can sag to trail. It's just not a winning proposition. I wonder if I forced him to do stuff if I block with everyone. Oh, okay. It's like no, they're not letting me block. I'm not sure that's very good. Them using the priest. Getting that man at instant speed. Not great. Not great, but it's something. Oh, and of the sea. Oh no, I drew a land, right. I should probably scoop. Isn't Archon good? Oh, because I had Urion? Yeah, I'm kind of brain dead. I think I'll lose either way. I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I guess I'm not very focused. Yeah, I would have gone a bunch of Pegasus, but I mean, they shoot everything on sight pretty much. Are you going to do the multiple Urion triggers next turn? I'm not sure I'm going to have a chance to do so. We'll see. Alright, I'm not going to win this game. You don't really come back from behind. You have to like kind of keep pace and then Urion can take over, but...